What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Back from vacation. Sorry, I'm looking at my buttons here, making sure I'm pushing the right things and got everything going on. You can see Katie wandering around the back there, getting herself a drink. So how's everybody been? I know it's been a few weeks. Took Anthony to school. Went on vacation. I got some pictures of vacation. The cookbook giveaway today is very much vacation related. I got it from JRoc, one of the guys you always see on the chat. I'm sure JRoc will be on a little bit later. But while I was down in Mississippi on the Gulf Coast, JRoc gave me a couple copies, one for me to keep, and he gave me a copy to give away to you guys. So make sure you thank JRoc for this. So today's, say bring the action. Bring the action. Okay, bring the action. Anyways, so I want everybody to give big thanks to JRoc for donating this. This is what we're giving away to get today. Really cool little book. So vacation was friggin' awesome. I mean, it really was awesome. I hung out with one of my good friends, Karl. Karl over at, see, there he is. There's JRoc. Everybody say big thank you to JRoc for donating that book for this giveaway. And what was I saying? Is got to hang out with one of my good friends, Karl, Uncle Karl from Twin Moons Tavern. And here, I'm going to go ahead and post a picture. There's Karl and I at the airport when he was picking me up. He grabbed me at the airport in Atlanta. We drove down to Biloxi, and we ate a ton of food. We ate a ton, just simply a ton of food. But anyways, I'm going to go, and there's Shan. What is up? Tell Gemma I said hi. And I was actually showing pictures of, I have all the food pictures. I was actually showing them pictures from that day at Shaggy where I was taking pictures of Gemma's dinner, but she was like, how about mine? I was like, yep, there we go. And they loved it. They loved the hot dog and fries. They thought it was cool that there was a picture of that. So anyways, I decided to make today, me and Katie were talking, we're making today a really simple recipe because I still am, the goal is, so JRoc, you can tell Mr. Jesse, the goal is Sunday that Jesse's video is going to go up. That way I have time to finish it up. I want to get it to a certain point and make it look a certain way. I don't want to just throw it out with just kind of like, boop, there it is. I want to make it really nice. What I'm talking about is because of JRoc, I got to hang out with this guy, Mr. Jesse. Karl and I and JRoc's family went down and visited him in his home. And oh my God, this guy made one of the best dishes I've ever had, okay? Jesse made like a really great gumbo from scratch. And we taped a lot of it, okay? And some of the audio is a little bit light, so I'm going to be adding some subtitles on it and stuff just because we didn't have a lot of the really good equipment with us and stuff, and Maddie's back. But so I am putting it together. So JRoc, you can let Jesse know that the goal is to have that up by Sunday. Like I said, I'm just going through it. I'm trying to catch up on things, and I thought I finally got to. So I took Anthony to college. I left and went on vacation. Came home from vacation. Had my barbecue this past weekend, so that whole weekend was done. And I thought, okay, this upcoming weekend I have a lot of time myself. It's family visit day at Anthony's college, so we're all going down to visit him at college. So, and that's 4.5 hour drive each way. So again, I'm going to be on the road again another weekend. So no, I don't get to relax yet. But anyways. So what else do we got going on? So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start the raffle. So give me a second here to kick this off. Here we go. Let's go ahead and start this raffle. And let's look over here, make sure fave character is becoming, oh yeah, so Maddie, Neller is playing, there it is, boom, the raffle's up and running. Manifesting, I get him. So Maddie's playing one of her little phone games where you get, what is it called, gotchas, where you can draw characters, and one of her favorite characters just became a playable character, so she can grab them this time around. But, what was I going to say? I don't even know what I'm saying. So today's recipe, doing a real simple Puerto Rican recipe. It's literally straight out of my easy Puerto Rican cookbook. If you guys don't have it, you know what I mean, go hit Amazon, or like you can message me if you want to get directly from me with an autograph. Make sure to shoot me a message and I will get you an autograph copy rather than just a regular copy. If you just want a regular copy, go to Amazon. Obviously, they're going to be a lot faster than I am because Amazon just ships like next day. So he's coming playable in 3 months. So you got to wait 3 months, so it's like a Christmas present for you. So anyways, what was I saying? Vacation, you know what? Let me go through the next couple of recipes real quick because vacation does play a part in it. Katie got very jealous at a lot of the food. I ate 30, what do we say, 38 new things? 38 new things. And I'm going to end up putting it together after I get Mr. Jesse's video out. I'm going to kind of put together a video of the stuff that we had and some of the goofiness, you know, some of the fun. So on the next live, which is in 2 weeks, I don't even know what is today. What is today? Today's the, what is today? The 21st. So that means on the 5th, sorry, I was looking at the calendar, the 5th will be the next live, and I should have a nice video recap of the vacation. So here's what we had going on for the next couple of days, and one of them is a vacation recipe. So first off, tomorrow, over on YouTube, I've got these spinach and artichoke baked bagels, really fun little breakfast, easy to throw together, and we kind of love the spinach artichoke thing in this house. And then over on YouTube on Friday, JRoc got a preview of this one. It's the roast beef po' boy. Now I didn't have like real New Orleans bread, so that's the only thing that can make this one better. They tried it out, they checked out this recipe, and it got the stamp of approval from Mississippi. So guys, you know this one's gonna be good, so make sure you check that out. And then Monday on YouTube, because I had my barbecue this past weekend, so this is a recipe from my barbecue that I served to my friends. This is a BLT macaroni salad, so freaking good. So anyways, that's what we got coming up in the next couple of days. I wanted to show you that because it had that roast beef sandwich and 3 best recipes. Okay. 3 best recipes. Gumbo, obviously. Top of the list. That gumbo was amazing. I'd never had oysters before, and God, this is tough because I love the oyster Orleans. That like really popped for me. And the catfish Charlie, having it with the tartar and the green onion was just amazing. Like it really was, guys. So that's something you cannot sleep on. I did not know this. Fried catfish, some tartar sauce, chilled green onion, put it together, bite it. It's like a whole new world of eating. So there's so many things that like it's hard to narrow it to 3, but yeah. So that so we honestly it's hard to narrow it to 3, but those 3 were really good. So what we're gonna do, like let's jump into this. I've been chit chatting and jib jabbing and all over the place. And I know a lot of people are here for Puerto Rican food. And I forgot my salt. Give me 1 second because we gotta salt these too. So I gotta grab the salt. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, let's get in this. Make mac and cheese. Maddie wants a mac and cheese recipe, so I guess I'm gonna have to do a mac and cheese recipe too. Anyways, so what was I doing? Boom, boom. I was gonna show you guys how to make some tostones with a little salsa rosa, which is just pink sauce. It's because I'm using it for a dipping sauce. You don't need a dipping sauce with tostones. They're just a great little appetizer on their own, or a little like snack like chips or something like that. On their own, they're perfectly fine, but I'm doing it with a dipping sauce just to give it a little something extra because these are a super simple recipe. So let's go ahead and get everything started here. Boom, let's switch over here. So now plantains, guys. For this recipe, we want some nice green plantains. If I do a dessert recipe, that's where we're gonna go more yellow. And I put away my knife and I don't know where to put my knife. Hang on, sorry about this. If you do a dessert, that's when you're gonna wanna go more yellow because a dessert recipe, yellow plantains are gonna be sweeter. And I forgot my garbage. Okay, so there we go. So remember, you want nice green plantains. You can see this one's starting to go a little bit yellow here, but it's still green. Yellow like this, if the whole plantain is like this, it's better for like a dessert recipe because it's gonna be a nice sweet plantain. Again, you want nice green plantains. And to peel them, I cut both ends off. I'm gonna score one of the ribs. And if you scored it well, all you're gonna do is pop your thumbs under and it should peel pretty decently. Sometimes they fight me, sometimes I don't have a problem. It looks like this one's right down the middle. Now guys, I see I have a few people on. Make sure to enter the raffle. So to enter the raffle for the, what was it, Mississippi Backroads Restaurant Recipe Cookbook, just hit !raffle. That's it. That's all you need to do. So I know JRoc already has, you know, his copy, so he doesn't need to. Okay, so plantains are from the banana family. They're very starchy, and you have to cook them in order to eat them. It's not something like a banana you could just pop raw. You know how like a banana you let go brown and it becomes like a dessert banana? You're gonna make it in some breads or, you know, banana breads or whatever. Plantain is kind of the same way. The more ripe it becomes, the sweeter it becomes. But you can see how this one didn't want to be peeled, as in comparison to trying to peel a banana, which is much simpler. So they are from the same family, completely different flavor profile though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these, cut it about 1-inch sections. I have my oil heating to, I got it at 350, and we're going to end up frying these for about a minute. So we're going to do all of our plantains, and I'll chit-chat a little bit as we do the plantains. Now, like as far as where to get plantains, if you have a halfway decent produce section, you might be able to find it. You might need to go to a specialty shop. Like I know we go to our little Italian produce shop over by me to get really good ones. My local grocer, Jewel and Meyer, which are big chain stores, both carry them, but they don't always have a good selection of them. Sometimes they're already ripe and they're, you know, already yellow, which means they're better for a dessert recipe than something like this. So another recipe I would make with these is mofongo, which is honestly one of my favorites, which I might have to do sometime. And that's another one you're going to want nice and green. So when I cut into the yellow part, this is much softer. Like it's completely a lot softer here, and you could tell these are super stiff. And this yellow part, which is about that much, is much softer. It's going to be much sweeter. That portion is going to be much sweeter when I cook it. Have you used yuca root? Yeah, yuca root I have. I've made yuca fries when I make my pasteles, which is like, pasteles is probably the closest equivalent is for Mexicans is tamale, for Puerto Ricans is pasteles, and I use yuca when I make my pasteles. I also have made yuca fries, things like that. So just like you would use, there you go. What is our cat name? We have one of our kittens named Yuka. That's why Neil knows that. We named one of our kittens, our new kittens, Yuka. So yuca could be used for a lot. You can actually use yuca in place of plantains in a lot of recipes, like making masa and stuff like that. So very versatile root. So like this end piece is softer. It'll end up being a little bit sweeter, which is okay. I mean, I'm not going to be too whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and let these drop for about a minute. Again, this is a quick recipe. That's why I've been jib-jabbing and talking. I wanted to make sure to get on live. It's been a little bit since I've gotten on. And just wanted to touch base with everybody. Now again, for everybody watching, don't forget, hang on here, let me switch over here. Don't forget to hit !Raffle. We're giving away a copy of this Mississippi Back Road Restaurant Recipe Book. And again, make sure to thank JRoc. When I was down on vacation, he donated this book for the giveaway. So that's one we're giving away. So make sure to go ahead and hit that. Like I said, we had so much good food down there. And if you guys even get like 38 new things I ate that I haven't eaten before, if you guys even get 3 recipes that were half as good as what I ate down there when I was there out of that book, your book is more, like completely, guys. It is totally worth hitting that !Raffle. So, anyways, like I said, I'm going to let this go for a couple minutes here. Sorry, I was getting text. I was trying to see what it was. Oh, trying to say, hey, buy more supplements. Anyways, so we're just going to let this go for a minute or two. I think what else is going on? Just a ton. So, okay. Switch to iPad. Okay. Anyways, guys. So, JRoc, Shannon, when I know you guys got to eat a lot too, and I know you're from the area, but what was your favorite thing that you had? Like, what was the one that stood out for you that was just like, oh my God, I love this? Because you guys tried a lot of things too. I mean, some of them were staples you've had before and things like that, but some of them were just like totally brand new items. So let this go another minute. And then I'm going to take them, dump them out on a, I can't even think what I'm trying to say. We're going to dump them out on a paper towel, drain some of that grease off because we want to work with them, but we want them to be steaming hot. We don't want them to be coated in hot grease. See, oh my God, like I said, the oysters Orleans, and even the charbroiled oyster, it had like Parmesan and garlic, and those were like really good. I really enjoyed all of that. So, okay, let's see here. I wish I had a timer. Oh yeah, that was, so we, like one of the nicer meals, we hit places like a little grocery store, Bozo's, that did po' boys, but then we also hit some like really upscale places like Half Shells. So we had food that was all over the board, and Half Shells did, like even the shrimp Orleans. I had the shrimp Orleans, and that was good. So, okay, you can see that these are starting to get a little bit of a light golden color. I'm going to let it go for a little bit longer. I want them soft. And of course, I touched the hot oil. That was smart. So, but yeah, so we got to try a lot of stuff. But the funny thing is, by far, like, Half Shells was an expensive place, but by far, Mr. Jesse's gumbo was the highlight, man. Like, we even stopped in, Karl and I even stopped in New Orleans and had a little bit of New Orleans food, which I'll tell you guys, the Mississippi food totally, and I lost one, so I'm not going to be able to use that one. The Mississippi food totally blew away the New Orleans food. Darn it. Okay, so there we go. Those are fried. What I'm going to do is, if you have like a tortilla press, a plate, anything you want to use, you can use that. I have this little burger press. I'm going to throw some wax paper in. I'm going to crush these down. So throw that. Take one of these, pop it in there. And also, using a press of some type means you don't have to try to crush this with your hand when they're so super hot. And then you guys end up with a flat chip. We're going to end up refrying and crisping up. So I'm going to go through my plantains and do this. So when we got the flat and we had to stop to get it fixed, the guy at the joint even said that if you gave it 2 decades ago, New Orleans was the place to go for everything, but that their food has just been blah, and now it's just not as good, whereas the Mississippi food is taken over. That Mississippi is outdoing New Orleans with New Orleans recipes. And I can say that, like I said, we went to New Orleans. It was the first time I had ever been there. I mean, it was cool. I was like, I got to go to New Orleans, never been there. But the food, no comparison. No comparison at all. So this is pure torture for me, guys, because I love plantains. See this though, my wax paper is already starting to shred. Maybe I'll just use a little nonstick spray because these are too hot and they're sticking to the wax paper. Let's try that. So I don't want wax paper in when I eat. Give me 1 second. I just don't want to have plantain all over, stuck to everything when I'm doing this. Like I said, you can use something as simple as the bottom of a little bowl and crush it on I'm using a burger press, but you could do something as simple as, like, if we take a little bit of this, throw this here, and just do this. And then there you go. Still works. It's not going to stick to it. Oh, it stuck a little, but not bad. But you can see you don't need the burger press. There's just any way you can just to smash these flat, or as flat as possible. Some people like them a little thicker, some people like them a little flatter. However is your preference. I like them a little bit flatter, and I didn't respray, so there we go. And then what you're going to do is after you have these done, we're going to pop them back in until they're nice and crispy. So let me go ahead and just do these in here real fast because I think it'll be a little bit faster, and I need to use that bowl anyways. So there we go. And I did get to meet JRoc's family, and guys, when I say these are some of the most gracious, nice people I've ever met in my life, it's not a lie. Southern hospitality is a real thing. Let me just tell you that. It is a real thing. Okay. Boo, boo, boo. So plantains is a big food in Puerto Rico. There's so much you could do with it. If you make Puerto Rican steak sandwiches, jibarritos, you can, actually, I'm not going to load anymore because I don't want layers. I'll do multiple batches just because I don't want layers. I want to make sure everything fries nice and crispy. So like, it's a Puerto Rican steak sandwich. When I say Puerto Rican, it wasn't invented on the island. It was invented by a Puerto Rican here in Chicago, jibarritos. So that is a steak sandwich where the bread is smashed plantains. Much like this recipe, but instead of doing them in circles, you cut them long ways, so it's almost like a hoagie. So it's a long sandwich, and you, like I said, you do a steak sandwich on there, and Puerto Ricans love their garlic, so it's a very garlicky, awesome little steak sandwich. Some people cheese it, some people don't. And that's one thing, if you do go to that local Puerto Rican restaurant, JRoc, check out mofongo and jibarritos and relleno de papa. So relleno de papa is, oh my God. So that's probably more American food than American. It is a Puerto Rican ground beef, Puerto Rican seasoned style ground beef that you put in mashed potatoes and you make a ball out of it and then you deep fry it. I mean, come on, it's mashed potatoes, beef, fried. Come on, that's as American as food gets. Okay, there we go. So we have all these smashed. So we're gonna go ahead and drop them. And now we're gonna fry them for a few minutes so they get nice and crispy. I'm gonna grab a rag real quick to wipe my hands off. And there we go. Sorry about that. So let's drop these. And again, guys, I see there's a few of you on. Make sure to hit !Raffle for your chance to enter and win the Mississippi Backroad Restaurant Recipe Book. So I want to make sure that goes out. So let's go ahead and get that. And JRoc, Maddie is done with her drawing, and she has given it to me. So that means I can finally send everything out and get Gemma her personalized drawing from Nil. Oh, and there it is. Look at it. It just popped up with a a enter message. So, and then like I said, when the tostones are done, we'll go ahead and make the dipping sauce. I just want to make sure I get these all fried up nicely. Let that go. What time is it? Yeah. So when I put the next batch in, we'll start on the dipping sauce. Oh, you're still working on it? Never mind. It is not ready for general population consumption. I thought it was ready. That is my bad. So, see, like see, there you go. I mean, the food, like, seriously, Puerto Rican food is amazing. It really is. And that's the funny thing is I say Puerto Rican food, like Puerto Rican street food is great. Okay, so I like mine crispy. You don't have to cook them as long as if you like them a little softer, but I like mine kind of crispy, so I let them go till they're nice and crisp. We'll dump them. I'm going to salt them a little bit, and we'll start the next batch. hang on here. Sorry. Let's go ahead and get these salted a little bit. There we go. And we'll start the next batch. There we go. And like I said, I'm letting these get nice and crispy because that's how I like them. If you like them a little softer, you can do a little softer. You don't have to do crispy. Yeah, I'll do 4 a batch. That's good. Okay. Now, for our dipping sauce. Actually, I'm going to start. For you guys who don't know what this is a pilon. It's a wooden pestle and mortar that we use to grind. And the great thing about wood is, since I use it for a lot of seasoning and garlic and stuff, it really takes on those flavors, so you get like a really good flavor out of this. So I'm going to start by making a little bit of a garlic paste. It's going to take a couple of cloves of garlic. Get those smashed and throw them in there. Oh, almost lost that one. Okay. Look at these, they're nice big cloves at that. Look at that. I know the one thing JRoc had to laugh at was, a lot of people know, I'm actually short. I'm only like 5'6". I know I was a pro wrestler, but I was a cruiserweight, guys. I wasn't one of the big men in the ring. I was one of the flying guys. So that had to be like fun. I think everybody except for one person in JRoc's family was taller than me. Okay. Let that go just a hair longer. So I've got my garlic in there. I'm going to add just a little bit of oil. I'm going to smash these. And again, like my whole pilon, because of smashing garlic and oil into the wood, it smells amazing in there. Now this probably takes longer than it does to prep the, you don't have to do this, you can simply dice your garlic, you can do whatever. I like doing this, I think it comes out more flavorful. It takes a little bit of work, but for me it's totally worth it. Okay, let me take these out. Let's see here. Yeah, those should be good. Come on. There we go. Put the last ones in. And again, I have my oil set to 350, and we're only letting it go for a couple minutes. We did a couple minutes, smashed them, a couple minutes, take them out and salt them. Yes, that's the one thing I did want to try was the shrimp boil, and there was one more. Oh, in New Orleans I wanted to try the etouffee, but we didn't get to have any etouffee. So those were the 2 things that I wanted to try that we didn't get to try. Now I use 2 big cloves of garlic for this. You don't need to use that much. I like things a little bit more garlicky. Okay, almost got this where I want it. So we're going to take our bowl, add our garlic paste to that bowl. Then to that garlic paste, I'm going to add a half cup of ketchup. Oh my God, those tater nuts were good. Oh. And I will say, I've never had beignet before, but even like not having a huge sweet tooth, oh my God, those were good. And then I take 3 tablespoons of mayo. I can get my fingers down into this jar. There we go. Oh, and I'm dropping mayo everywhere. Come on. There we go. So speaking of Puerto Rican food, when I was little, I wasn't a fan of mofongo until my dad started making it at home on his own. And it's like now, if I go anywhere that actually has mofongo, oh my God, I love it. So again, I've got my mashed garlic paste, some mayo, some ketchup, and salsa rosa pink sauce, because it takes on kind of a pink hue from the mayo and the ketchup. And like I said, I like mine nice and garlicky, so there's 2 cloves, but really for this much you don't need more than 1 clove. Oh, there it is. Let's salt these. Oh my God, the red velvet cheesecake was insane. Like, no lie, it was seriously insane. Yes, I did get the beignet mix. I'm making that next week for everybody at work. I told one of my coworkers she has to bring in a bag of powdered sugar, so that way we can have the beignet mix with powdered sugar. So she's bringing in the powdered sugar. That burned just a little bit. That one was super hot still. Boom, and there you guys go. This is, see if I can do this without spilling everything. Tostones, hang on, camera, focus, there we go. Tostones with a nice little salsa rosa dipping sauce. So take one, like I said, I like mine nice and crispy. Just dip it a little bit. You don't need the dipping sauce, they're great just like a potato chip on their own, but I like the dipping sauce. Here we go. Plantains are so freaking good. And you saw, you guys, all you really need to do is fry them up a little bit, get them soft, smash them, fry them again to crisp them up a little bit, a little salt. And this is a great little snack. Salsa Rosa, again, you don't need to put the garlic in it. It's basically just mayo chip. But trust me, adding garlic to it brings it to a whole new level. But that's really it. So give it a couple, like another minute or so. Make sure you guys enter. Hit exclamation raffle to make sure you're entered for the raffle, the book raffle. Sorry, my mouth full. I did not bring down a drink. You guys have to wait till I'm done with this one. There we go. So remember, guys, exclamation raffle. We're going to go over some of the recipes coming out in the next couple of days. That way you have time to go ahead and hit that. So tomorrow, over on Facebook, for breakfast, we have some artichoke heart and, I can't even think, artichoke heart and spinach bagels. It's like almost like a spinach dip topping with some Parmesan and mozzarella. Throw it in the oven, get it nice and baked. Really simple breakfast. Then, on Friday, back here on YouTube, is that freaking awesome roast beef po' boy. And, like, we honestly had so much fun just saying po' boy at Bozo's. We were all kind of dumb about it. It was just a good time. But that's Friday over here on YouTube. And again, my 2 Mississippi pals, JRoc and Shannon, can attest to how good this is because I gave them the recipe already. They tried it out. And people from Mississippi do like it. So you know it's a good recipe. And then, on Monday, over here on YouTube, is BLT macaroni salad. I just had my barbecue this past weekend, so this one was tested out. People did eat it. The bowl was emptied. Really good. How is Abel doing? Is he? I mean, is he getting better? Tell him I said hello. Anyways, See, I lost there. But yeah, how is he doing? I'm hoping he's doing better. But there we go. Okay, guys. And that's it. Let me see here. Do I have... Sorry. Looking at entries. So, am I good to close it down? You guys want the drawing? Any last minute entries for the book? If so, go ahead, hit it now while I'm eating, chit-chatting, talking. So, and again, guys, you guys are going to have a special recipe on Sunday I'm going to drop. It's not one I'm cooking. It's the one cooked by Mr. Jesse for some amazing, authentic gumbo that was like literally one of the best recipes I've eaten in my life. Oh, I'm dripping sauce here, sorry. So you guys will get a special recipe this week, an extra video more than normal, on top of having the live. But let's go ahead. We're going to close this out. I'm going to hit this. Let's see. Close that. No can't be the winner. Okay. Hang on here. It's making nil the winner constantly. Give me 1 second here. I have one more Tostone. Sorry. Sometimes Streamlabs is such a pain in the butt. It keeps going nil. Nil la la. Anyways, I'm going to figure this out, guys. I'm going to make it choose a different winner. And I will get a hold of you. I apologize for that. But right now, it just keeps coming up nil. Sorry about that. So I'll go ahead and figure this out because we're going to go ahead and sign off this time. Guys, you know exactly what these are, don't you? That's right. These are awesome. Try a little Puerto Rican food. This is an easy recipe to dip your toes into the world of Puerto Rican cooking. If you want more Puerto Rican cooking, obviously, head over to Amazon. Grab the Easy Puerto Rican Cookbook. Grab a copy. If you want an autographed copy, get a hold of me. We'll set it up. I'll go ahead, and get you an autographed copy. And that's it, guys. Thank you for joining. In 2 weeks, on October, can you believe it? October 5th, we'll come down with the next recipe. We'll throw down with something, maybe some mac and cheese. That'll make a lot of people. I know Abel wants to see some mac and cheese. Pretty sure Gemma wants to see some mac and cheese. Everybody wants to see mac and cheese. So maybe we'll go ahead and do some mac and cheese. But anyways, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for coming on, checking this out, commenting, chit-chatting, and we'll see you guys next time.